Now, tonight is the deadline for Phase 2 of the 2022 Gauteng Education online admissions. Parents and guardians of grade 1 and 8 pupils have until midnight to submit their applications. As of yesterday, though, the department had received over 280,000 applications, and the placement process runs from the 15th of October until the 30th of November. So for more on this, I'm now joined by Gauteng Education Department spokesperson, Mr. Steve Mabona. Mr. Mabona, always a pleasure talking to you, and good morning to you. Let's talk about these deadlines that parents need to meet. So far, are you satisfied with just the number of applications you've received from parents, or is there still quite a huge gap, given that tonight midnight is the deadline?
Good morning, Dumelo, and to all our viewers. Look, we are quite happy with what we have seen up to so far, looking at the numbers. Remember, when we were closing for Phase 1, we realized that there were so many people that we felt that they could have applied. And hence we said in Phase 2, because we have intended actually to accommodate only grade 1s and the grade 8 that will be coming from independent schools. But we felt that there were so many that couldn't apply in phase 1. And we felt that let's accommodate them. But with the numbers that we have now, we are quite convinced that quite a number of people have applied. And that's why we are now saying those that have not applied, they need to do so before we shut down the system. And they must upload their documents today. Those that are applying today, make sure that you upload documents, because without documents, it will be difficult for us to even consider you for placement.
Let's talk about that system for a moment. We know that previously parents had, some challenges with either making use of the system, applying or uploading. There seems to be some system challenges and hiccups along the way. What's been the feedback like from parents? Did they find it easy to apply so far?
Well, because we enhance the system yearly, you will have, new features, which will then be probably a challenge a bit for parents. And that's why we will normally experience some few challenges there and there. But it was smooth sailing. Looking at the number of people that applied at a certain time, you could then tell that, people understand now the system. And it's the way to go, because we are trying to avoid people going to our offices, our schools, in numbers. And hence we are saying this process actually is the future. And now us introducing 2 phases of the process, it's something that, showed us that we could have done this before. Because we can accommodate and know that those that are in our system, we attend to them first, and we then attend the rest of the people at the later stage, but making sure that we don't alienate anyone, but accommodate everyone.
Yeah, speaking of that, alienation, not even wanting to alienate anyone, Mr. Mabona, you opened the Phase 2 application from the 13th of September. If my, research is correct, you're closing tonight, 8th October by midnight, for any parent which has this day, just today only, to apply. At very last minute, if you ask me, what's the process once more? I know that you mentioned there's certain relevant documents you need to upload, but what do you do once you get onto the system?
No, the system is quite user-friendly. When you go there, you need to register. When you register, then it will prompt you on what to do, the next steps, because there's 5 steps that you need to follow there, up until you're at the tail end where you then choose a school. But because it's today, it's the last day, most of our schools would have been removed probably from the system because they would have reached, capacity, or they would have received so many applications. So after that, you will then receive an SMS if you choose a school, and you then need to upload documents. Quite key for you to upload documents. And when on the 15th, when we commence with the process of placement, we will then be sending out SMSs. But we just need to caution parents that we would not be in a position to send out SMSs to everyone. We're going to stagger the SMSs, and we should be in a position to interact with parents, along those lines.
All right, important there for parents and guardians to note. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Gauteng Education Department spokesperson Steve Mabona making light of this issue. Over 30,000 applications for grade 8s already received, over 250,000 for grade 1s already received in Gauteng. Make sure that you make use of today. It is the last day, midnight, of course, being the cutoff time.